How the hell life get to life in? I missed some videos and now you're in matching pajamas. Life comes at you fast.
Want to see what?
The camera.
What's your name?
Mia.
A sit down video in 2025 is wild. Hey guys, whistle. So this is crazy. I don't sit down and talk. Like, what we about to talk about? Apparently by the title, I did tell you guys I was gonna do a Q&A for the end of 2024, just to answer any questions that you may have. And I got these questions via Instagram and I intend to answer all of them. Now, a lot of them are a little repetitive, so I might not answer a particularly worded one, but it kind of is the same thing, if that makes sense. Also, a lot of them weren't questions, they were just compliments about how much you appreciate me, how much you support me, and how inspiring I am to you. And I just want to take the time to tell those people thank you so much. I don't want you to feel like I left you out or I disregarded you. I read every last thing like I typically do, but this video is for me to specifically answer questions. So baby, I don't want to waste no time because I'm still trying to clean up for the new year. And baby, I'm trying to get some sushi for dinner. You know why? If you follow me on Instagram, you'll know I'm trying to hurry up and get sushi for dinner. Like, I have to get it now. And you'll find out in the next vlog, the first vlog of 2025, we'll be telling you guys what I've been up to and what's going on. And I just feel like it's something that you need to watch. Like, I'm really excited for the first vlog, starting off very strong. So I don't know exactly, but we do have quite a bit of questions, as you can see here. I'm going to start at the bottom because I feel like the longer I left the poll up to get the questions, the juicier they got. So we're gonna start off slow, but best believe these questions, they very much in my business. And you know what, it's fine, because I expected it. So the first question, that's an actual question, because the first thing actually does say, not a question, we miss your vlogs, Happy New Year. Happy New Year to you guys too. Actually, yeah, when you see this, it will literally be New Year's Eve. So I did not say Happy New Year to y'all. Happy New Year, okay? 2024, we out here. So the first question, which a lot of questions are along the lines of, and this is crazy, but I'm not gonna act like it's crazy. I expected it, okay? Don't act like you didn't know what was up. If Scoop asked you to marry him, what would you say? Not me getting shy and nervous at the question. I feel like, no, I would say yes. I would say yes. However, if you are not new here, then you know that I have been married before. So the first thing that I would like, what I did in the past that was a mistake was I feel like I got married too quickly. So I would say yes, and I would like to be engaged for a time period. Now don't hold me to that because I am a Gemini and we be doing shit. But, you know, with my head on straight and being logical, I would like to, you know, be engaged for a time period. But yeah, I don't. Next question. How do you pick yourself back up being depressed for a while? I'm drowning, sis, it's hard. So again, if you're not new here, you know I spent a good bit of 2023, the latter end, depressed. And in 2024, I was coming out of it, but the beginning of it was really hard. But I guess I wasn't depressed. I was just trying to like get my footing. And I'm gonna tell you guys what really helped me in depression this time around. And when I say this time, I'm talking about the latter part of 2023, because like most people, I fluctuate and go through depressive moods, but I feel like the latter part of 2023 was a very dark time. It was one of the darkest times. And as much as y'all want to feel like it's because of like the relationship that didn't work out with Scoop in the beginning, if you knew, this is our second time dating, it was some personal issues that are going on, and actually those issues have not disappeared. I just handled them differently. And again, you want to know how? You want to know my biggest thing to handle depression, and I know it's cliche, but I put this on everything. It's true. The Lord Jesus Christ, my Savior. Like, when I got to a point, I was so deep and down, and it was nothing I could utter out of my mouth except for the words, Lord help me. And that he did. I just feel like when you lean on God and you truly like give him everything, and you just say, I know you're feeling these feelings and this, you know, hard, heavy feelings, they're not gonna go away, but he does just offer this sense of peace. There will be moments where I just felt serene peace, and guess what? Nothing had changed. And so when I say that there are still things that I'm dealing with today that I had going on, or that, you know, contributed to that depressive episode, I know that God got my back. God not gonna let you might stumble, but he not gonna let you fall. So knowing that and everything happened for a reason and he gonna take care of you, I do have like this level of serene peace. Now I am a human and sometimes I get a little antsy and sometimes I complain and sometimes I'm talking about my problems and I'm focused on that. But deep down in my hearts of hearts, I know that it's all gonna be okay. And that level of peace just surpasses anything. So if you don't, I don't even know if you're religious. I'm not trying to put religion on nobody, but I'm answering the question that, you know, in the way I can answer it. If you don't know where to start, open your Bible. And I know that's very cliche, but that's what I was told and that's what I did. And it does really offer you a level of peace. You need to seek him in any form or fashion. I started reading books that were about like hearing his voice. Priscilla Shire has a good one. I'll link in the description below. Joyce Meyer has a good one too. I just finished reading actually my last book of the year. I wish it was next to me, but it's When God Winks, and it talks about the little coincidences, quotations, that we have in our lives that lets us know that God is always with us. And that book was, again, my last book I read for the year. And I just like to have things like that on my mind and in my heart to just remind you that you're not alone. And nothing that happens to you is by chance. God already knew what's gonna happen and he gonna bring you through. And a lot of times we go through things just so that we can lean on him, because he needs to just, you know, bring us back to him, because sometimes our minds get caught up in this worldly world. I hope that really does help. Will you and your boyfriend be going out the country together? I don't know. I mean, I would love to in 2025. I know we have a trip or two already planned, but it's not kind of set in stone. We definitely gonna go somewhere. I would not let a year pass and I ain't did no traveling. But I'm gonna say yes. Let's speak that into existence. Absolutely. Like, even if it gotta be for my birthday, absolutely. I'm trying to go somewhere. It might even be somewhere small, but I'm about you. Hardest lesson learned. Also, your body is tea. Started my fitness journey because of you. Thank you so much. Hardest lesson learned. I feel like, and I don't know how to word this, but my hardest lesson learned that causes me the most of my issues is financial literacy, okay? I started making more money than I've ever made, like my late 20s. I want to say around 2021, 2022. And as smart as I am, and as much as I felt like I had it together, I was not ready. Like, I was not ready for, I just didn't have any financial literacy. And I felt like I did, and I still feel like I do. I'm gonna say self-discipline. Like, you making this money and you seeing people do these things, so you want to do it too. And I'm not saying that you can't, but there's a time and a place. And I feel like I jumped off the porch too soon, and I created a lot of issues by being financially illiterate. I'm sorry. I'm the type of person that I don't want to check my bank account. I just want to keep swiping my card, and then it creates this issue where it was like, no, you should have checked it so you could be aware, instead of you trying to like hide your head in the sand and act like you don't exist. I ran up credit cards. I just did a lot of things that I kind of knew deep down, you know, this ain't in your best interest, you shouldn't do it, but I did it. So that's a lesson that I'm learning currently, and it has actually caused a lot of turmoil. So that's the hardest lesson that I had to learn. Like, you can't just be out here willy-nilly. Unless you got Beyonce money, I don't advise you to stick your head in the sand when it comes to your finances. I hope that was, you know, a good enough answer, because when I think about the hardest lesson learned, there's a lot of hard lessons, but that's the one that's like literally biting me in my ass to the dirt. And I'm trying to just get a handle on it, I guess. Can I be the flower girl at the wedding? First of all, Dana, you wouldn't be a flower girl. You would definitely be a bridesmaid. And I don't want a wedding because I already had one. It was not a good experience. I did the whole big dress, big wedding thing. I'm more an eloping girl, which is why I'm like, let me not say how long I want to be engaged or whatever, because y'all know elopement happens at the spur of the moment, and I'm not really against that at all. How the hell life get to life in? I missed some videos and now you're in matching pajamas. Life comes at you fast. Yeah, that really I feel like is my quote for 2024. Life comes at you fast. Because there's no way you would have told me that my life would be this exactly this moment last year. Because this moment last year, y'all, literally on New Year's Eve, I think it was, and if it wasn't, it was a day or two before, I went on live and told y'all how terrible this relationship, the relationship wasn't terrible, but how, you know, it was over, and maybe it was for the best and all that, and it's now like, it did a complete 360. I think this is full circle. I don't have to say 180, and it just happened literally in the blink of an eye out of nowhere. So like, yeah, life comes at you really fast. Will you and your boyfriend move in together next month? Absolutely not. I have a lease till August. Next month was real specific. Why did you think it would be next month? Like, I could get you asking like, y'all can move in together, but next month was real specific. Like, I'm not trying to just abandon my life, just up and go. I'm very much moving in together is not something that I just want to do like absolutely right now, because I am enjoying when I get to come home and like have the life that I'm used to having. And when I'm over there with him, my life is totally different. And while I do enjoy it, again, I'm not ready to just completely abandon this one just yet. Do you see yourself moving? Sure, yeah, I'm one of those people that love to move. I'm not even against moving out of Georgia. I don't know if I will, given how my life is right now, but I'm always up to move. I like change. I thrive in change. Are you ever gonna get brand ambassadors? I absolutely am. I'm trying to get Highest back on his feet, and like y'all know, I literally just started my business back up again in June and like really ramped it up this month in December. So it's only been 6 months in 2024 that I've been in like full operation. So I will get brand ambassadors, but I just want to move at a pace that I can keep up with so that I'm not like repeating the same mistakes that I did previously. What advice do you have for women in their mid to late 20s who's lost in their purpose? You gotta, I really, and still to this day, find myself asking God a lot of times, like, what is my purpose? What you want me to do? And I really do ask him that a lot. Like, what do you want me to do? Because I only want to do what you want me to do. Because anything that I want to do is going to fall apart anyway if it ain't what you want me to do. So, again, I'm going to tell y'all the best thing ever is to really pursue a relationship with Christ. And again, I'm not trying to push religion on anybody who's not religious, but that has been the best thing for me. If you're trying to find your purpose, try to think about things that brought you joy when you were a child. So y'all know my intro is me as a little girl, and my dad is saying, what you looking at? That camera. You know, like, I've always been into cameras. I have vlogged literally before there was a YouTube. I mentioned this before. I've always had a camera as far as I can remember, since like the age of at least 10. And I used to just make videos. There were nowhere for them to go. I would just like vlog. I didn't know that vlog wasn't the word. But I would vlog things with my brother, and I have no idea where that footage is, but this is something I've always been into. And I've been on social media since MySpace. I did all of the social medias, the Tumblr, like, that's the thing that I've always been into, like taking pictures and posting pictures and editing pictures and editing video. I edited my first video when I was in 8th grade. It was of my dad like rehashing a house. I taught myself how to edit. It's just something I've always been into. So you need to think about things that you've been into pretty much as a kid, because now as adults we focus a lot on what can bring us income, and that's not always like what sets your heart on fire. So kids do things out of pure passion, pure joy. And so think about who you were as a kid and what you liked, and your purpose is probably not too far, or your passion is not too far from that thing. Do you see marriage in the future with your current relationship? Again, I kind of hit on that. We have definitely talked about it. I'm not gonna hold y'all. We've talked about it more than once. So God willing, we'll see. Best way to round my glutes. Got a shelf at the top but a flat bottom. So I will say that my Thick Like Mia page, I will be posting shorts to that this year. I have officially committed in my brain, because I kept going back and forth what I want to do to that page, if I want to get rid of it, if I want to have like a separate workout page. And I really don't want to make a separate page for long form content. This keeps me busy enough. However, I really do like making gym Instagram reels, and I don't see why they can't be repurposed to shorts. But I'm gonna give you my top glutes exercises. I love hyperextensions, definitely a glute bridge, and then cable kickbacks. And that's pretty much gonna hit all areas of your glutes. Not like, you know, every exercise, but if you do all of those, you should be hitting every area of your glutes. What's a non-physical gain you acquired in 2024? I guess, again, a better relationship with Christ. It's gonna always go back to that. I'm very proud of my journey with Christ. I'm very proud of me reading the Bible and everything. I actually fell off a little bit, but again, in the next vlog that you guys will see, we'll talk a little bit more about that. Always into working out, or did you get inspired at a certain point? Yeah, fun fact, I used to get C's and I think I did fail PE at one point in life. I was a girly girl. Is that hard to believe? I was a girly girl. Like, baby, I had a perm. I wanted to play softball, I remember. And when my friend told me I couldn't have no nails and I had to wear a helmet and mess up my perm, I wasn't doing that. So, like, I really got into working out in 2018. I don't know why. I never shied away from weights. I just went there doing things, looking at things on Instagram, and here we are. But it was something that I wanted to do when I was looking in the mirror and I'm like, girl, get a grip. So that's what inspired me to get into weights. And then of course social media, me just seeing other people transform their lives and their bodies by weightlifting is something that I wanted to do as well. Why do you complain so much? Baby, because my mama is Lorraine, okay? That's why. I just, it's kind of something I grew up with. Complaining is, I don't even know that I complain half the time, to be honest with y'all. It's something that I try to work on if we being honest, but I don't know that I'm doing it because it's so like natural and normal. And the only reason I notice that I don't know I'm doing it is because when I get around my mama, I'll be like, Jesus Christ. And then I realize I be doing the same thing. But it's hard to break a habit that you literally have had all your life and you literally been surrounded with all your life. But just like everybody else, even the person that left that question, we are a work in progress. How is your brother? My brother is fine, alive and well. We don't see each other as much as we used to because he got a lot going on and I got a lot going on. But best believe when we link, it's lit. Are you contemplating on having kids now that you are dating someone with kids? I never was totally against having kids, y'all. I just have certain boundaries that I'm not willing to falter on, Lord willing. I don't want to have kids to a man that I'm not married to. That's not what I want to do. If other people do it, that's fine, that's their business. I feel strongly about it and I don't want that for me. And I do think that if I did have a child, it would literally just be one. The thought of giving birth and me putting my life on hold and me just not having the life that I have now is crazy. Like, what you mean I can't get up in the morning and just go to the gym and I can't move how I want to move? Like, my independence being threatened is wild. What is the biggest lesson you learned both personally and professionally in 2024? The biggest lesson I learned, I think personally, is actually a Bible verse. I think it's, and I hope I'm right. I don't want to get out and go look because I'll lose this, but I'm going to make sure I'm right. I'm pretty sure though it's Ecclesiastes. Hold on, now I gotta go to Google to get this.
Ecclesiastes.
Oh my God, I can't believe that. I knew that. I promise you I knew that. I've said that before. Ecclesiastes, and I'm pretty sure it's Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a time and place for everything. Let me look though, because I'm pretty sure. Yes. Ecclesiastes 3, a time for everything. There is a time and a season for every activity under the heavens. It's not your time, it's his. It's the Lord's time. I had to learn that personally because there's so many things I want. And I feel like, well, I ain't got it yet, and well, F it. Okay, do what you want to do, but there is a time for everything, and maybe it's just not the time. Even for this relationship, it was not the time at the present time that I wanted it to be so much. Like, it just wasn't the time, okay? People were not in the right headspace, and I'm not just talking about him. I'm kind of talking about me too. Like, it just wasn't the time. We weren't there yet, and you just wrote it off, and you know, had all these negative connotations when it's just a time and a place. You gotta let that go and be okay with the timing that the Lord said. Professionally, your biggest lesson learned, again, bro, stay on top of your finances, okay? And be more organized. Like, if I was not, because the finances things go with me being unorganized. I'm terribly unorganized, and that's why I'm like that with my finances, because nothing in my life is organized. That's something I really want to hone in on. I'm trying to keep my area more clean. I'm trying to write down everything I'm supposed to do every day, because that just gives me a sense of organization. I need like a complete revamp on my life in regards to everything being organized, because me I'm an overthinker. So like when things are unorganized, which they are, all it does is cause me more stress and anxiety, and I just continue the same thing. Like, why are you not, you know, again, I really am a work in progress, and I'm just really trying to keep it all together. There's a lot. I have have a lot going on, and I'm just trying to manage it all, like, for real. One thing you look forward to for 2025, being a better version of myself. Again, make sure you guys do check out the first vlog of 2025, because we really gonna go into depth with that. So I don't want to speak too much. I just really want to be a better version of myself, because I feel like 2024 was a year of redemption. I don't want everything to seem like it's about this relationship, because it's not. With my business, like, I don't know if y'all recall, I was telling y'all I was done with ties. I'm wrapping it up, and I feel like I got a second chance. Like, the Lord allowed things to fall in place so that I can truly give it a second chance, in a good one. So I just want to be a better version of myself going forward. And I mean, you always want to, but I'm really focused on that since I've been given a second chance at things in life. Let it just be the best chance that I can give it. I love the bob on you. Would you do it in a different color? I'm trying not to be too urban, but yeah, of course, I would love to see it like in the ginger color or like a burgundy color. However, baby, this lace and the gem not going together. And one of the tracks done came off the cap. But we're gonna have to rock this thing to Sunday. Like, I'm not playing with you. I don't know if we're gonna have to wear beanies. We're gonna have to do this scarf. We're gonna have to do something. Because I'm not taking this down before Sunday. I don't even have that to do. I gained 60 pounds. How to get back on track without being down on myself. You just gotta decide, today I'm getting back on track. Today I'm going to go work out. Today I'm gonna get my steps in. Today I'm going to, I don't necessarily say track, because you don't have to. Today I'm gonna eat right. Today I'm gonna eat better. Today I'm gonna eat more protein. Literally, how to get back on track is to just do it. Like Nike said, like, it's nothing to it but to do it. It's nothing that you can do. You can think about it all day, you can talk about it all day, but until you do something, nothing's gonna change. When that baby coming, y'all too cute. I mean, I just answered that. Oh, okay. What is your motivation that you say to yourself when you go work out? I don't really need to be motivated to work out, because it's something that I truly enjoy. However, of course, every day I don't want to go to the gym, but I'm gonna say 95% of the time when I don't go, I go anyway, because I push through, because I know that that's what I'm supposed to do. And I've gotten to the point where I tell myself, you just got to be stronger than your mindset. Do what you're supposed to do. Don't be worried about how you feel. How you feel is irrelevant. What are you supposed to do? Honestly, do I really want to be sitting here recording this video? No. I want to be chillaxing, eating that sushi, but this is what I said I was gonna do, and this is what I need to do. So feelings aside, this is what we gotta do, and you really gotta look at stuff like that. Put your feelings aside. I actually have a tattoo on my hand that I got this year, faith over feelings. Now that's, you know, a little different. I gotta have faith and don't be worried about me, but you gotta be putting what you got to do over your feelings, because your feelings are irrelevant. They fluctuate and they change. But what you need to do, don't, because you got goals. So until you meet your goals, you keep pushing and doing what you're supposed to do, regardless of how you feel. What builds muscle, carbs or protein? Protein is the building block of muscle. However, you do need your carbs. Your carbs gonna give you the energy to fuel your workout. Protein gonna build that muscle. Okay, you need that protein, baby. That protein is the one, it's never the two. Subscribers since 2018. How was this round with Scoop different than last year? Okay, I pointed this out to him because I don't think he noticed and he didn't. So I met Scoop in 2023, literally our first conversation outside of him meeting me in person. And we didn't meet online, we did meet in person, but outside of him initially like getting my number, our first conversation was on January 1st, 2023. I literally started talking to him the first day of 2023. And we talked. It wasn't a fit for me. I don't date men with kids. He really wasn't my type, not physically, but just the way of life. So we dated from like, or we weren't together. We talked from January, I guess we were dating, but we weren't like exclusive, right? From January to March, literally the first week of March. We went to Houston in February when I had a work thing to do with EHP labs and came back and that was done. Then we started talking again in April. We became exclusive in May, and then we broke up in August. It was very short-lived. So both of those times was like 3 months, right, together. And this time we have been exclusively, we started talking again in August, like end of August. My best friend's, the day after her birthday, so I'll never forget. And it's funny because we broke up like a day before her birthday. I'll never forget. Because she came down and it was like, girl, I ain't come down here for you be doing all this. So that's wild that we literally broke up and got back together within the same week, just a year apart. Anyway, we started talking in August and we became exclusive in October. So October, November, December, January. It's been 3 months if you count August though. August, so September, October, November, December, 5 months. And this is the longest time that we were able to stay into the live without saying I ain't talking to you. He's a lot different. I'm different too, but I'm only different because he's different. Baby was not there. He was very much just not the type of man that I want to date. And now he's much more calm down, chilled, and know what he wants. Because at first he was doing too much, and my nervous system could not relax around him because I felt like I was just always like on 10, like, nah, the way this man living his life, I just cannot. And I was trying to like look past that to be with him anyway, and that didn't work. So now I don't have to look past anything because I mean, he's a totally different person. Like the way that he acts is no different from any other guy that I've dated before now. So I'm able to not be as like intense, which allows him to like be calm too, if that makes sense. If you had to start your fitness journey over completely, what would you do differently? Girl, lock in on the nutrition if you for real, because working out is cool. Baby, if you trying to like change your body, that's that food. Y'all know that's my biggest struggle point. So again, next vlog we gotta talk about that. But if you just want to be fit in terms of like, fitness just means a person who like does physical activity as much as they should, which is every day for the most part. That's fine. I wouldn't change anything because I started going to the gym and I never stopped. I never had an issue with that. But if you're trying to change yourself physically, you're gonna have to lock in on that diet. And that was something that I just wasn't, at first, I was not willing to do at all. I wasn't changing shit about my diet until I started seeing that a lot really wasn't changing, or it did change and then it didn't change no more. And the only thing to get to the next level, that diet, like you got to lock in on that. It's not up for debate, and it really ain't no way around it. Any advice on how to manage, overcome imposter syndrome? Y'all, I still have imposter syndrome to this day. The only thing you can do is, again, with your feelings, you gotta push past that. I can't sugarcoat it. There's no magic pill. That push past it and do what you're supposed to do. So if your goal is to be a YouTuber, I don't care if you got 2 subscribers, baby, you need to be pulling out your camera and posting like you got 20,000. Because if you don't, you will never have 20,000. So you just got to be that thing before you're that thing. And I know you're not gonna feel like that thing. And guess what? Even when you are that thing, you may not feel like that thing, but you gotta behave like you that thing. Whatever that thing may be, it still applies. What are your goals, business and personal, for 2025? So again, personally, I just want to be the best version of myself and be consistent with that. Business, I want to be more organized and more focused, and I want to lock in and push past that damn imposter syndrome. I want to stop worried, oh baby, comparison. Like, I am a person that compares. I have that real bad. You gotta stop, because you can't be worried about Sally Sue and Barbara and Jean. You really can't be worried about you, and you can't compare yourself to them. You can only compare yourself to who you were and where you are and what you have accomplished. So for my business, I want to be focused on my business and nobody else. I don't even want to see nobody else. Like, I don't want to consume as much social media as I usually do, and I hate that because I love it, but you be in your head when you get to looking too much. I need to post more than I'm scrolling. You're good with kids. Do you want kids? I'm okay with never having kids, y'all, but again, I'm open to having at least one. I like to live my life, okay? I don't think I'm good with kids. I just think I try to be nice and a good person. And I mean, I don't know. I don't see it. I'm just me. I'm good with kids. Maybe because they're not little kids, because I cannot stand little kids, y'all. Like, I don't have the patience. So I don't really think I'm good with kids, but is it possible to make YouTube a full-time income if you're just starting out, or is it too saturated? Listen, if that's what's been put on your heart to do, you're gonna do it, and the Lord gonna make a way if that's for you. And it's never too saturated, because there's only one of you. You are literally one of one. So it's never too saturated to do whatever it is that you're trying to do. But don't get on here trying to be nobody else, because we already got one of those. We already got an Aaliyah. We already got a Kyra. We already got a Chelsea. You're going to have to be you. You cannot try to be them, because then, yeah, it's too saturated. Where's a good spot to chill and have some good hookah? My favorite place is Pasha. That's just because I like their food. I'm not really a going out person. So if I had to just give you one place, I'm gonna recommend Pasha, but you have to live in Atlanta for that. Anywhere outside of Atlanta, baby, I wouldn't even know, because I do not travel and like go out. Like, I'm very much in the hotel. Resort me, please, because I ain't trying to do nothing but eat and drink and lay on somebody's beach. Do you think that you're really sensitive and use sarcasm to cover it up? I am really sensitive. I don't think I use sarcasm to cover it up. I think I'm just sarcastic because of my parents. But I never try to hide the fact that I'm sensitive. I will cry all day long and then cuss you out. I can do both. I'm versatile. How to start a weight loss journey. Essential needs to start off. Well, again, when you're dialing in on weight loss and you're specifically trying to lose weight, it's that diet every time. I'm not even gonna tell you to go to the gym, because yeah, you can. It'll help. But weight loss is specifically what you putting in your mouth. So you're gonna have to not eat as many calories when it comes down to it. Weight loss is calories in, calories out for most people. Now, some people do have medical things going on, but for most people, that's what that is. So what you need to start off is focusing on whole foods, focusing on eating more foods in the house than outside the house. And that protein, that's the one. You need that ow, I just poked myself, that hurt. You need protein at every meal. You need a veggie too. How dare I say it, every meal? But yeah, protein and vegetables gonna be your best friends, and limit the sugar, please. Limit the processed foods in general. What has been your greatest accomplishment in 2024? Why am I drawing a blank? I guess getting my business off the ground again, I would say, is my greatest accomplishment, because I really thought that was done and I was okay with it, but God did not see fit for me to be okay with it. So here we are. And I'm glad that I had the wherewithal, I guess, to go ahead and pursue something that I thought I truly did fail at. I became an EHP athlete in 2024. So like, I have a contract with them and I'm on retainer. And I just thought that was real lit, because I've never been on contract like for like a 12-month contract with a brand before. This is my first time. And EHP Labs was the first brand also that like flew me out and did stuff with me. So shout out to them. They're gonna always have a place in my heart. Shop with them. Best supplements. Cold Snow 10. Deadlifting goals of 2025. I don't really have any goals, and that's a lie. I need to see 300 pounds, and I know that's easily obtainable. So like, you really playing. 350 if you really about it. I need the 300 club for real. It ain't even no reason why I shouldn't pull it once. I probably could. I've never attempted it, because the first time I hurt myself, I was like, oh, to hell with that, because that injury wasn't no joke. But I'm in that 300 club for real. 2025. Gym goals of 2025. I can't even say consistency, because I do that easily. I want to... My gym goals of 2025. Yeah, I don't really have any. Like, she's that girl in the gym. Maybe record my gym more. Like, I need more gym content in 2025, period. Why I've been trying to shy away from it. Imposter syndrome. Do you and Scoop think you'll take things farther than your other relationships? Again, we've already talked about it, but I wouldn't say farther than other relationships, because like I said, I've been married before. I guess the only thing that would be farther is a child. Not in 2025. If you could go back to December 23 and tell yourself something, what would it be? Ecclesiastes 3:1. There's a time and a place for everything. Everything. Just wait. Hold on. Have faith and wait. What made you decide to get back with Scoop? Y'all are so good together. Y'all, I never thought we would get back together. For a while, I really hated that man. What made us, it was crazy. Like, there's a time and a place for everything, because it was crazy that I ran into him. I knew I was, but I ran into him for the party that was in June that I had, right? And I was, okay, yeah, whatever. Didn't talk to this man, did not acknowledge this man. And then in August, we was talking again. I had contempt in him, like, in my heart. And literally, I put this on everything, y'all, out of nowhere. Like a couple of days, like 1 or 2 days before I ran into him in August, it was just released. And I knew it was released because somebody brought him up, one of my friends brought him up, and I would usually be like, and I was just very like soft-hearted and was like, you know what, I don't care what y'all say. That was my baby. And that was wow, because I hated him. And after that, literally 2 days after that, I ran into him. I didn't think it was anything. We saw each other, we spoke. I thought that was the end of it. And then he texted my phone, and I was not expecting that. Cause like I said, I had ran into him earlier in the summer. At any point you could have texted my phone. Like, I've had the same number, I never blocked him. I just really did not expect him to text my phone. Even when he did text my phone, y'all, I didn't think it was going nowhere because again, we were not together because of the life you want to live. I could not be a part of that. So I'm not thinking nothing has changed with that. And lo and behold, Ecclesiastes 3:1. How are you feeling going into the new year? You seem really happy. I am happy and I'm very optimistic about 2025. I'm usually optimistic though about the new year. I'm not gonna hold you. I can't wait to see what's in store. Like, what God got for me? What you got for me, big dog, big G? What's up? Are you excited about the future of your relationship? I am. Whatever that may be, y'all, even if it doesn't work out, I am at peace with whatever is for me is gonna be for me, and I want the Lord to have his way in all things. So I'm very excited for whatever may happen. How's your mental health? I'm actually in a good place. I struggle with mental health a lot, but as of lately, I've been in a very good place mentally. I'm overwhelmed a lot though, just like with a lot going on. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well. What has 2024 taught you throughout the year? Ecclesiastes 3:1. Give it to God, that too. Like, give it, baby, ain't nothing you can do. Give that to the Lord. That's his problem. It ain't even really mine for real. I'm just borrowing it. But I always remember to give it back at the end of the day. And the last question, which is the one I really didn't want to touch on, but I knew eventually it was gonna come up. Where is your stepson's mom? First, y'all, I don't really like the stepmom thing because I feel like you're not a stepmom, I'm not married, whatever. I'm not gonna really do too much when he say that because I don't, I know that he really likes me. He's kind of attached to me and I don't want to ruin it for him. But yeah, where's his mom? She's around. She's alive. She lives in Georgia. Scoop has had full custody of him pretty much all his life. And it ain't really too much else to say about facts. But I knew y'all was gonna ask me that eventually. And I'm really surprised it didn't come sooner. Anyway, so I wanna thank y'all for rocking with me and supporting me all of 2024. I hope to see all of you there in 2025. Do not miss out on the first video of 2025. I love y'all so much. Y'all are everything. I literally just love having a community that cares about me and want to know about my life anyway, baby, because I don't be doing nothing. And y'all leave some videos that y'all want to see in 2025. I know gym this, gym that. I'm going to post all my reels on Thick Like Mia, and I am really going to try to dial in on the fitness content in 2025. I swear. That's just something that I struggle with based on the imposter syndrome. It's hard for me to put myself out there when I know I'm gonna have to encounter things that I don't want to, but I can't let that stop me from what I'm supposed to do, okay? I know it's easier said than done, but thank you guys so much. I want to tell all of you Happy New Year. Have a great New Year. I hope that you guys have plans for 2025 and you're excited about it, and I will see you guys in 2025.